Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 Podcast. I'm your host, Crimson 10.
And 15 PCA.
Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord. Link in the description below. If you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Podcast character designs done by Demon Artie. Like fan art, redesigns, original art, then Demon Artie's the artist you're going to want to follow. Be sure to check her out over on Twitter at Artie Demon. If you like what you see, also consider supporting Demon Artie over on Patreon. For only $3 a month, you get access to Patreon-only community, concept art, voting on new art, bonus sketches, and the all-important fan service. So definitely check her out over on Patreon, because supporting independent art and artists is important. So, Short Treks, I know we're late, but I forgot it came out.
I didn't really care.
And then I'm like, oh crap, that was on Thursday. But
this puts the short in Short Treks.
Yeah, exactly. This is only a 9-minute episode.
Oh, it's short.
And it's, well, I can say it's cute, but it doesn't really add up to anything because we don't know who this character is.
We're never gonna know.
Yeah, like if this was like a showing, like, again, just for example, I say they showed a thing about how Bashir got onto Deep Space Nine or something like that. Oh, it's like a young him, or what did he go through? No, there's just some random ensign that we don't know who she is, and we'll never see her again. Nope. So it opens up, and it looks like they're under attack because everything's all blurry. Like she just got, like, you know, how it happens in Trek, like the console blows up and run, or you go flying back. Yeah. And she's like disoriented, and some dudes come in, they're bringing in a prisoner, and they're like, you need to watch this prisoner, make sure that he doesn't get out.
And he's got a mask on.
Like a superhero style, like Black Hood mask.
Here's the thing, guys. Like I was telling Chris, I can see the Klingons have something like this, but the Federation,
and they even have like a little device for it. So this was something It doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit Trek at all.
It doesn't fit the Federation, at least.
No, definitely not the Federation. Would the Cardassians have something like this?
Yes.
Oh hell yeah! The Romulans.
Torture. Yeah.
So this is like some weird thing, and then of course I see the yellow shirt. I'm like, oh, that's Pike.
Yeah. Then he goes, oh, we didn't want this other crewman to see him. Like, really? Why would that matter?
Trek. That's not a Federation thing.
No.
It's not even really a Trek thing, and definitely not a Federation thing.
No.
So he like takes his mask off with his little magic, garage door opener.
Remote control.
So stupid.
Yeah, it does. And then just make it disappear. Just goes back into it like, oh my god.
It's so lame.
It's dumb.
But we see that it's Pike, and this chick's like, whoa, like they arrested Captain Pike, and like they're on a starbase, which isn't made clear
until like 7 minutes in. Ridiculous.
You can kind of, because you see like what is that, like a map on the wall?
And you think it's starbase, you go, but is this the starbase? We didn't know. So.
It happens really fast because apparently this all went down. There was what would it say, Beryllians? Is that what the race is?
Tholians.
The Tholians, sorry.
Well, they're the bug race, yeah.
And like we got a distress call from the Bowman that they're under attack, and we knew that they're going to do that to draw on the Enterprise because they want to capture the Enterprise. I was told no by the Admiral, but I disobeyed orders because I'm not going to leave the Bowman out there to get killed. Then the Admiral boarded the Enterprise and put me under arrest, and that's why I'm here. I'm thinking even that right there doesn't sound right.
No.
Like, at all. But he's trying to, like, I don't know. He's not trying to charm her, but trying to give her all these reasons of, let me go. Yeah. And then
because the other two guys leave and leave her to this.
But she's, like, locked in this room like there's not a brig.
There's not a brig they would have, or all these people miss a captain. You're not going to just leave them with just an ensign.
And especially with the, exactly. There would be 4 or 5 guys in that room. And someone who's in engineering. Yeah. Or someone who's in security, not like some random engineering girl.
No, not a first year cadet.
Yeah. She's she's like the lowest level.
Yeah.
Like below ensign, right? Like
she's almost cadet.
Yeah. So why would they let her have this like insanely situation? But then Pike starts laying it on thick. He's like, oh yeah, I remember you. You wanted to be in an engineering, but you got like you and your husband. Which is interesting that she has a husband.
I know, it's sad that we have to say that.
I was shocked that she actually had a husband. And he's starting to, like, talk her up and everything. Like, oh, he's trying to, get on her good side. But it's a little thick.
Yeah.
And we started thinking, Pike, would he really do this? Would he?
I mean, if they destroy Pike in front of my eyes, I just can't. We'll never watch. I would be so disappointed.
Because I guess she survived a Tholian attack, her and her husband. Mm-hmm. And her husband's on the Bowman. So he's like, oh, you want to make sure they let me free and I can save your husband. Yeah, and it's
Michael,
like...
he would never say that.
We paused it and we looked at each other like, that's not Pike.
Oh, so now, if you want to save your husband, you better do what I say. Yeah. No, I don't think so.
That's so crazy.
We should have given him a wink at that point to her. What the heck is this?
Then he kind of goes and he starts laying it on thicker and thicker, but she's doing a good job of saying, my orders was you're a prisoner.
Yeah.
Then he starts bringing up all these like subsection this and that and this situation, but she's like, you're a prisoner. Yeah. And it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're the world's famous Captain Pike. They said, you're a prisoner, I'm keeping you prisoner.
That's it.
And she's doing a super good
job.
job.
And then another thing, this regulation is that you have to obey your orders as captain mode, but you're no longer captain.
You're not an acting captain.
So I don't have to. So she did a really good job, which I was surprised. She did an amazing job.
And this is the part where we figured it out. Yeah. He straight up says, oh, this is my plan. I'm going to get back on the Enterprise, draw them away, beam everyone off, and then, he's going to self-destruct the ship and kill them, and that's what they deserve. Pike would never say that.
No. And then she even said that, goes, no, we don't do things in vengeance. That's not what Starfleet way.
So that's when it's like, we both said, yeah, this is some type of simulation or a test.
If this is Pike, then I'm done with Star Trek. I would feel like I'd be so bad.
Because he never, under any circumstances, he didn't even say that in, when he was in the alternate universe, and he didn't even say those things. That's just too much for Pike.
Even the fact that he knew he's going to get crippled in the future, he didn't say that. Oh, woe was me. You know what I'm saying?
So you wouldn't see this weird vengeance thing. So the jig is up. We figured it out, and it kind of goes on and on and on about that. And then he's about to just get out of the room, and
he's handcuffed still. Yeah. But
he's like, she pulls the phaser out on him. She's like, step away from that door. Don't you point that phaser at me, cadet. Too strong. No way Pike would talk like this. Then she's like, gonna shoot him. And then he's like, okay, simulation over and everything. And she's like, what the hell? But all the lights turned to normal and everything.
The thing is, she fell down, so that thing, she could have been hurt.
Yeah, there was like explosions in the beginning.
See, the thing is, when you do this like in Next Generation time, they can put safeties on so you won't get hurt. But they don't have that technology.
Yeah, this was done like in for reals. Yeah. So he's like, oh, this was just a big test. Yeah. And everything, and even then she's still kind of standoffish. Like, what do you mean?
But he took off the handcuffs right away. So how did he know how to do that? He could have just did that already. Because we're saying, why don't he just attack her? Why would he waste all this time?
Yeah, like I'm like, if Pike was truly in this situation, he knew he had to he would just kick her in the face or something.
Yeah, I know, right? Just get out of there.
But this was like the big test for her to get onto the Enterprise because she wanted that engineering job.
On the Enterprise, she didn't get it, but this was the test. She didn't know, yeah.
So she gets bored on the Enterprise. She's all super happy. We see Spock in #1, and that's great and all. And they bring it to engineering. A little too fantastical looking.
Yeah, the engineering room is... And then they have robots. They didn't have robots in that time.
I don't like the idea of, maintenance bots in Trek. I don't like it one bit.
It's stupid. Okay, if they have it when Burns, that's year 3000, maybe in the far future they might have that. But right now it's
That
stupid.
was never in Trek because it's hokey.
It is.
But she got her job and everything. And I actually like this part right here. She's like, so... In that simulation, was that phaser real? And Pike looks at her and goes, just do a good job. And he walks away.
If it wasn't, he shot him. That would have been funny. You tell me. Yeah, but she didn't know at the time. But one thing is, as much we're talking about this episode being okay, but the #1 is saying it was my planet.
Oh, yeah.
They have to put that little sting in there. It's a woman. It's like, okay, you had a decent episode, and you just had to put that little tinge in there at the end of it.
So that's the end of it. She's in engineering now. We don't know who this woman is or anything. So it's cute.
It's cute. If there was an Enterprise show coming up, and she was in it, okay, then we got to see her origin story.
But that's never going to happen.
That's not going to happen. So what was the point? This should have been like in a little mini-series comic or something.
Yeah, like if they're, because they do have Discovery Comics. Huh? Like this should be a little after story. That's
this is a waste of filming and time. You could have did another story.
Yeah, this was ridiculous.
It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't what we needed.
It was meaningless.
Yeah.
Since we're going to talk about this now because they have a preview for the next episode, and it's animated.
Yeah.
And it's effing Wall-E?
The first one with the lizard, okay, alien looks kind of Trek. The other one straight up Pixar. It's Pixar, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a dollar store Pixar graphics. It looks like, again, I don't want to cuss, but it looks like garbage.
Yes, it
and
does.
It's literally making me sick to my stomach that they're doing something so silly and not Trek. I don't know what they're trying. What audience are they going for?
Exactly. I don't know. What it is, we're gonna throw everything and do every sci-fi trope we can do to get it out there. That's what it is. And again, I'm not against animation for Star Trek. I'm not. But it's got to look good. It's got to look something that fits in the world of Trek. This does not fit.
Yeah. What was the first one called?
The first one even looks like maybe
Ephraim and Dot. So I'm sure the robot's Ephraim and the little bug is Dot, and he makes a friend and he's a robot. Anyone see Wall-E?
Why? Who cares about that?
This is
not Star Trek.
But robots like this don't exist in Trek. No. They don't have sentience and they can make friends.
Not until Data. And he was the first one. He was supposed to be, but I guess not. And the other lady who died from last season, I don't remember her name. She was a android, so it's like, what?
And then the other one, the girl who made the stars. And of course, it's a little girl. And
if you look at that alien from that green one, it almost looks like it's something you see from Heavy Metal. It has that kind of look to it, that very kind of weird...
Again, it's just super silliness.
It is.
And I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
There's kind of someone that doesn't mind animation in my show.
Oh, I love animation.
But not that kind of animation for Star Trek
this kind of crappy looking, I don't know. If they were to use animation, they shouldn't have used this weird kind of pastel-y, very Pixar.
No, I know.
If you watch a lot of Pixar shorts, this would be like, oh, this is one of the ones that got rejected.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, okay, well, that's Pixar, but this isn't. And then that'd be funny if that girl was Michael Burns.
Yeah, I know. Why it might as well be.
I know, right?
Ugh,
That'd be funny.
I don't know. But I don't know when that's coming out. It said December 12th. So.
Oh, boy, that's going to be worse than this. I can already tell you
Christmas
right now.
gift, an early Christmas gift.
Oh, disaster.
But, yeah. If you want to watch something that's kind of cute and you really don't care about, I don't know, a story, I guess you could watch the short.
When is
Ask Not, is that what it was called?
Yeah. And wouldn't that be something if this would have been like Spock going through this, or I would say someone from Discovery that we knew about?
We don't know who this is.
Man, we have no idea who this is. There's no emotional attachment. This is the thing I don't understand about the show. They don't connect connections. There are no connections. Everything's just random occurrences and just what it is. And we'll throw this sci-fi trope on the wall and see if it sticks. Well, guys, Star Trek's the trend center, not the other way around.
Not anymore.
No, it's
not.
not.
I guess it has been that way for about
2-3 years.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a little silly, but what can you do? December 12th, can't wait to watch some Trek cartoons.
I know, right? That look garbage.
Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.